Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. Nigeria and Africa as a whole seems not to accept the result of the February 25th presidential election, and it has resulted to multiple protests all over the world. Now, UK also there is a sudden eruption of protest over the February 25th presidential election, and they are sending strong messages over the fact that the UK government has spent huge amount of money but tends to turn their back at what is currently going on in the country that's going on in Nigeria. Also, in another development, Sowore has displayed a picture of those who are in Mecca and keep calling out for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is currently nowhere to be found. A few days ago, we saw a made up picture, let me call it Photoshop picture, of how he was interacting with the president. But before you know, Nigerians had to, trace back the source of that picture, and it keeps leaving Nigerians with that question: where is Bola Ahmed Tinubu? And Sowore had to speak about it. That had also triggered a lot of reactions. We're going to be looking at those two news in a jiffy. Now, according to the news, a coalition of groups advocating for democracy in Africa has taken to the streets of London to protest against alleged electoral fraud and voter suppression during the February presidential election in Nigeria. The group reminded the UK government of the £5 million it spent during the Nigerian election, urging it to ensure that the right things were done. The protesters alleged that there was voter suppression and intimidation during the presidential election, criticizing the Nigerian government for showing less attention to the security of the voters as political talks harassed and intimidated them. Speaking at Trafalgar Square in London, Marcel Ngubege, founder of the Good Governance Institute (GGI), who led the protest, said that if Nigeria, with over 200 million people, faced a crisis, the entire world would be affected. He called on the international community to get involved and avoid a looming crisis over the outcome of the 2023 presidential election, which some said was fraudulent following some irregularities. Ngubege Ngubehei criticized the electoral umpire for hurriedly announcing a winner at 4 a.m. rather than pausing the result announcement and resolving the irregularities as they did in one of the state's elections. Ngubege further stated that it is the people that determine who leads them, not a few individuals. What we are saying is that the people's vote must count. We must protect the right of the people to choose or protect the right of the people to choose their leaders. We cannot hand it over to few individuals. He called on the British government to take interest in ensuring that the right of the citizen to choose their leaders is protected. Ngubege criticized the British government for spending over £5 million of taxpayers' money in Nigeria and turning a blind eye to what he calls a fictitious election. Further added that the Foreign Secretary has no business congratulating anyone in this election until the entire process is concluded. Doing this amount to taking sides. He said that Nigerian democracy must be saved and that the Nigerian government has a duty to protect all Nigerians to ensure that they vote. He criticized the government for looking the other way while political talks took over the streets of the country during the election. Ngubege further called on the international community to hold the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) accountable for asking them to follow their laid down guidelines. He added that they have a duty to demand from INEC the effective use of their citizens' tax money in Nigeria. Also, in another related development, the former presidential aspirant of AAC, Sowore, has expressed concern over Bola Ahmed Tinubu missing in action in Mecca and has thrown a question to his supporters. According to him on his Twitter page, he said Bola Tinubu at official but wasn't seen anywhere in Mecca. Some of his handlers claim he bravely traveled there, but he was never with at Mbuhari and his tightly controlled operations in France are largely controlled but unverifiable sighting. What's Tinubu's real health condition? Why is everything hidden since his selection and departure to France, where he seems to be on an island? Hashtag revolution now. Now, this has triggered a lot of reactions, and people are really, really concerned about it. And also, ABC is coming in to really defend. Someone here said people should ignore Sowore and other Tinubu's sidekicks who are asking for Tinubu's whereabouts and health condition. They are distractors. This is an old APC trick. His handlers are deliberately hiding him so as to get people talking about him. Focus on the tribunal. Another one here say he should be fine. Tinubu's health condition are OH telling. He was seen in Paris with a couple of friends, house mice and house flies. Another person here says, what is our business with the whereabouts of Tinubu, the unrepentant mandate thief? A lot of people are talking. This one here, today is the 15th day of April, 29th of May is fast approaching. Why can't you wait till then, or you can check inside Kahaba? This one here says, selected to go on site sick leave. No plan for the nation. Tinubu should be preparing for his last year, not preparing to be president. The people that selected and supported him should be telling us where he is. But they don't care. Everybody is eyeing one position in government. This is really sad. Wow, so many reactions there. But then it's interesting to know that people have not still forgotten about the 2023 presidential election, because I can tell you that till today Nigerians are not through with it. We still believe that something can be done about it, but unfortunately I'm wondering why the legal fireworks are not on right now, because everywhere seems to be overly quiet. We need things to start happening so that we know what will be the future of our country. Most people are waiting for the conclusion of that legal issue so that they know whether to stay or to check out. But then, even as we are still talking about that, someone said nobody should express concern over Bola Ahmed Tinubu and all of that. The big question, it's our country. In the event of him ruling us, we still need to know what is happening to him, because we do not want what happened in the past to happen again. Nigerians are tired with everyday brand new excuses coming up. We do not even know what they are planning to roll out for Nigerians. We want to see him, stand in during the period of the petition, defend himself, or, show Nigerians that he's ready to work with us. We do not want a president who will be hanging out in France, London, and the rest as it happened in the previous administration. Guys, we are really tired of it. However, I would like you to go to our comment section. Let's interact. What's your position on the fact that even the United States or UK are still unsatisfied with the outcome of the election, and also the fact that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been missing in action for a while now? Let's